The first thing that happened in Jesus' life when the Holy Spirit rested upon him was obedience. Jesus followed the Spirit. That has to be the pattern of our lives. Obedience is greater than sacrifice, right? We know that from Saul. So let's add to it. Or let's reframe it. Obedience is better than ministry. Obedience is better than preaching, singing. Obedience is better than going on the street and witnessing. Obedience is better than reading your reading plan. Obedience is better than all of the activity that we sometimes do to cover up the fact that we don't live as obediently as we know we need to. Obedience is better because here's the thing. Obedience is what's required for the Spirit to come and live in us. The only way to live in the Spirit is to be obedient. Jesus immediately went into the wilderness by the leadership of the Holy Spirit and fasted for 40 days. That has to be the pattern of our lives. The Holy Spirit doesn't live in us for us to call on Him when we need or want His help. He lives in us for us to follow Him into all truth, to listen to Him, to yield to Him, to glorify Jesus by obeying His leadership. And so this week, I'm asking that Wednesday, for us as a church, would be a day of fasting. I'm asking that it would be a day that we give that day to listening to and obeying the Holy Spirit. That we will give Him free rein of our hearts and ask Him to lead us into truth, lead us into obedience, to lead us out of the flesh. So this is not fasting to get Him to move. This is fasting to invite Him in. Fasting to say, show me all the places that I haven't yielded yet. Show me all the places where I have been stubborn. Show me all the places where I keep going my own way. Show me everything that's in me that doesn't belong to you. And then on Wednesday night, rather than doing our prayer meeting on Zoom, this week we are going to do it in person at our house at 7 o'clock. This week we're not going to pray for our needs as we usually do. We're going to come together and give that hour to the Holy Spirit, simply praying for His leadership, for Him to work in us, to change us, to lead us, to obey and to follow, to trust, and to believe in greater measure than we ever have before. To just come together and honestly say, come make your home in us. And to honestly pray for each other to let go of the stuff that has gotten in the way of Him.